Sammy is a grocery store detective looking to find love in the arms of Eugene, a local musician. Eugene isn't looking for a committed relationship and won't have sex with Sammy until she gains more experience. So Sammy sets out to gain as much sexual experience as she can in a series of comedic misadventures in Year of the Carnivore. Hello! Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 142, Year of the Carnivore. My name is Eric.
My name is Jason.
And we got someone joining us today, fresh from the bus, off of, straight out of New York City.
Compton! Wait, no, that's LA.
Straight out of the Bronx.
Oh, God, no. I would be eaten alive up there. It'd be scary as hell. I never went up there. They told me not to. And by they, I mean white people.
Oh, they always have good advice, those white people.
Yeah, they do. So the whitest person in the room, Patrick Kane.
Yeah!
The return.
Yeah, we were talking about, this is like the Pulp Fiction. This was the Pulp Fiction world, you know, you'd be Zed, Eric, and then you'd be the other guy that never really had a name.
Oh.
And then I'd be the Gimp.
Yeah?
Because they only bring
You always get to wear the cool costume.
Yeah, he's like, bring him out. I think the Gimp's sleeping.
So Jason, being the other guy, is actually more to the front man.
Oh?
Because that guy was, he was in charge of the pawn shop.
I can run a pawn shop.
He's the one who had to deal face-to-face with Bruce Willis and Marcellus Wallace.
That's true.
So
but you don't remember that guy's name.
That guy didn't have a name, but he was the guy.
See, that'll be me. 50 years from now when Mavericks burns down, people are like, I always liked that place, and that one guy, it's a nice little store.
The guy that never left that place was always there.
They found him there, dead, with a bunch of magic cards taped to his naked body.
He was whacking off.
There was even a black lotus in his anus. Not the magic card, the actual flower.
I thought you were talking about the, no, that's Black Orchid.
The Neil Gaiman.
Yeah. Rolled up, shoved in his ass.
Look, if I'm going to put anything Neil Gaiman in my ass, it's going to be, I don't know. Spawn number 9.
See, I thought you were talking about some sort of medieval sex/torture device.
Oh, that sounds like one. The Black Lotus.
Yeah.
No, it's the action number 1 of Magic cards. It's worth like $3,000.
I think you told us a story about that on a recent episode.
I can't talk about it enough.
No. What?
I said I can't seem to talk about it enough. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the magic.
You're obsessed.
Oh, but we're not here to talk about me.
No, we're here to talk about a movie, actually.
Yeah? Oh,
yeah.
I thought we were talking about that.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We still have a regular show to do
That's
here.
true.
Just because Pat's here.
Work done. Yeah, business as usual. That's the way I go about my life.
Yeah.
Pat is here to make the second segment not seem so awful.
Yeah.
We can hold our own in this first segment.
Yeah.
The second segment's like, whoa, I think I really lose shit the other day.
How about you?
Samesies.
Bump it.
Bump it.
Lose shit. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Alright, so Year of the Carnivore. This is a movie that we watched with people in it.
Including Kevin McDonald.
And Will Sasso.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm stoked to see
Bump
that.
it.
Bump it.
Wasn't he a Mad TV guy?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. He was like the funny guy on Mad
Yeah.
TV. Yeah.
God, he was like a cartoon character in this. He was like my favorite. He had like the fucking double takes, like where he was like, whoop. It was rad.
I wish this movie would have been about him.
I know. I thought he would have played more of a a real role.
Oh, he was great, but don't you think he would have not been a really interesting character for 2 hours? Yeah,
He beat up that old man. That's pretty funny. He's like this, sir. We aren't a charity, and then he decks him.
He played Dirk, the supermarket produce manager, I guess. At the
I think he was
He's like store manager.
Store manager, yeah.
at the Big Apple supermarket,
Yeah.
which was not in New York.
No, it was, I believe this was a foreign film.
I noticed.
Excuse me. From the land of Canada.
Yeah. Faraway land. Magical land.
The magical land of
Annoying hipsters.
Yeah. I hate that fucking word.
Hipsters?
Yeah,
Is
that word can go fuck itself.
Because you get called that a lot?
I never get called that because I identify as one, therefore not making me a hipster.
No.
Because it's a fucking dumb, stupid thing. I went to Williamsburg, the land of hipsters, and everybody there was pretending that word didn't exist.
Really?
Yep. I think Reggie Watts talks about. Do you guys like Reggie Watts?
Yeah, he's alright.
He did
I like him in short bursts.
Yeah. He did a song called My History Thus Far, and it kind of talks about hipsters. And I can't remember what he says, but it's kind of like, yeah, it'll go away.
Everything goes away.
Yeah.
Emo has pretty much gone away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Something else will take its place.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're the carnivore.
You're the carnivore.
Sukyin Lee, I believe. Is that how you pronounce
I think
it?
so. Yeah.
Sukyin Lee.
Yeah.
That's the toad spelled.
Yeah. It looks like it.
Yeah. She's why can't Chester Brown.
Oh.
She is Chester Brown's ex-girlfriend.
Maybe even ex-wife, I think.
I don't think they were ever
They were
married.
married.
Not according to that book we read.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Pay it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paying for it. You're thinking of the Macaulay
Pay it
Culkin
forward.
movie.
No, I believe it's the same.
I would love to see Macaulay Culkin play Chester Brown in that movie. Paying for it.
I bet he could.
Yeah.
He's a fun actor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he is. Yeah, he's good.
Is he in Pay It Forward?
I think
No,
so.
I don't think so.
Oh, Haley Joel
Osment.
Yeah,
Joel
yeah.
gets knifed at the end of that. Shanked. Like a
Spoiler.
motherfucker.
That was our next movie pick.
Sorry.
No.
You know what my next movie pick's gonna be? Nothing, because I'm not on this show
No.
ever. Except for once a year. This is like an annual thing, though.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
We love having you.
I know, I love being here.
I wish the years were shorter.
If only we were Mercury, dude. If only.
Because, he'd be here more often.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get it. We got it.
And we'd die sooner.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
true. Wow. Or we would just live to be like 1,000.
Yeah.
That'd be rad.
That means he'd be here like 1,000 times.
Wow.
1,000 episodes.
The best of everything.
You guys would have done, like, 500,000 episodes.
Oh, dear
though.
God. Could you imagine? The poor listener. Brian John Mitchell's keyboard would be destroyed.
Yeah. He's now our official listener since Pat isn't.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Official listener.
There can be only one. We're like-
Brian's there thinking, like, I wonder what's going on with Vigil at number 2.
with what number 2?
Exactly.
I didn't even hear what you said, though.
Yeah.
Year of the Carnivore.
So about You're the Carnivore.
It's a kind of a coming of age movie, right?
I guess.
You'd say.
Yeah.
It's a sex comedy without the raunch.
Yeah.
There's zero raunch.
Yeah.
I mean, it had its moments.
There's a couple raunch.
A little bit.
Like when she whacks the dude off.
Yeah, I mean she ties a guy up and whacks him off. And
I thought that guy was gonna play more of like a, I don't know, like a Dumbledore type role.
oh,
But I don't know how to describe that. But he wasn't really like a.
Instead, he played the role of Snape.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
was that his character's name?
I don't know.
That's from Harry Potter. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's the extent of my Harry Potter knowledge.
I didn't even know that was a Harry
Characters'
Potter
names.
reference.
I'm trying to think. Who would he be in the Harry Potter universe?
He's the villain.
No, he wouldn't be Voldemort.
Let's not play this game because I can't play.
I can play.
Okay.
I'll play all day.
I'm just saying that that guy, he had something awesome happen to him, and then he turns around and is a total bitch about it.
Total bitch.
He thought he was gonna like somehow be like, like a hero of the movie or like a sage advice giver or something.
Yeah, he seemed like he was gonna be a recurring character.
Yeah, I thought maybe he'd hook up with the Dr. Ruth Yoda lady.
Oh, gross.
There's a lady that was sort of like an amalgam of Dr. Ruth and Yoda.
Yeah. But not as good as an actress.
As Frank Oz.
As Frank Oz, who portrayed both Yoda and Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, that puppet was very lifelike. The Yoda one, not the Dr. Ruth one.
So that's... I knew that was like Sukin... How do you say her name?
I think her last name's Lee. Let's call her Mrs. Lee.
Miss Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was that, Chester Brown's, but I wasn't 100%. And then I saw the album in your car.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
What was the name of it?
The name of her album?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember.
Wings and something? Wigs and Pigs?
Yeah, Wigs and Pigs, I think.
Yeah.
Pigs and Guns or
But
something.
you said it sucked ass.
Off the air I said that.
You hear that, bitch? That sucks ass.
No, it's not good. It's not something I could listen to, like, over and over.
But the album art's good.
The album art's good, and it's so eclectic. Like, it's definitely like something. It's like a curiosity. You're like, whoa, this is bizarre. But it's not something I would call a good album by any means.
Right. I understand.
But I would say she's a pretty good filmmaker. I was impressed.
Oh.
It's an okay movie.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd ever watch this again.
I'd watch it. It was one of those situations where someone's like, "I've never seen that." We're like, "Oh, let's rent it. I'll watch it with you."
Maybe think of Juno.
I've never seen Juno.
I've never seen Juno.
Maybe think of Juno.
Like the bike ride. The bike
just
ride
like
together.
the weird, like, I don't know how to deal with this. I'm a quirky girl who wears pants.
Two pairs at a time.
2 pairs of pants, and I get tickle. I'm the only girl who can tickle herself. Tee. Oh, fucking. This is the kind of movie where everybody goes and eats their shit and fucking loves. And
It's kind of indie bullshit.
yeah.
Cutesy pie.
I got irritated as soon as that guy took out that toy guitar. I was like immediately like, oh, this is some broken little birdie. She's gonna fucking baby.
Man, New York has hardened your soul, sir. Where's the bet on you? Where's the bet on you?
Gone. This is real shit.
Wow.
Sugarcoat it, man.
No,
Isn't the internet? Isn't this what the internet's for? Like fucking.
Oh yeah,
speech?
hating things that yeah. I think it's more geared. I think maybe we're slightly older and bear with me now. We have slightly more testosterone than the target audience.
Yeah.
Because I think this probably is meant for more like 20-year-old girls.
Yeah, this is a chick flick.
But I think it was very good though.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
It's funny.
But
like
Will Sasso isn't it?
He was in it. Yeah, I know. Like there's like things like that when
Kevin
he showed up and
it doesn't take itself too seriously. I mean, like it has pretension, but it's not like there's some
the souvenir
self-deprecating.
business is what keeps island communities alive. Like she was supposed to know that.
Exactly.
What are we supposed to do with this piece of shit? I don't remember what she
See,
said.
that's great,
That was
right?
funny,
It doesn't
yeah.
take itself too seriously.
There were moments. I mean,
Yeah.
we all genuinely laughed out loud multiple times.
For reasons intended
Right,
by the
yeah,
filmmaker.
yeah. But I think overall it just had sort of that
Like when she
twee
was-
quality that
Yeah.
just...
It was funny when like the spoiler when the husband was fucking Sam and his wife was like lactating and masturbating and like he jumps over her as soon as he comes to like kiss her and shit and then she's like in the way somehow. That was awesome.
Was she lactating? I thought she just had sweaty.
No, she was
like,
yeah,
Okay.
I'm a new mom.
yeah,
Okay,
yes.
I thought she just had really
See
sweaty
me squirt.
breasts.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's grosser or more sexy.
I'm a
not
little thick
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, you are.
So,
What?
Well, we do the show in the nude, so it's easy to tell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But my pube patch is so thick and lush.
Man.
Oh fuck.
Have mercy.
You know, I was a little harsh. That fucking ginger dick, the hipster kid annoyed me. But
well, he's an unlikable ass.
Yeah.
yeah, he's
He
kind of
really
like.
is.
Oh man, I just know guys like that. So he annoyed me. So
I could see that.
whatever.
So the scene you were just talking about, though, the threesome scene.
Yeah.
So that dude successfully fucked the lead character, Sam.
Yeah.
She didn't laugh the entire time.
no
She wasn't ticklish.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just fucked her.
Well, I was wondering about that. Yeah, you know, was she so removed that she was more like performing some sort of duty? Like she got money for it, so it was more like a job for her and less personal investment.
Did you think that's where the movie was going to go as soon as she asked for like
she was
more money
gonna
than
start-
what she usually got for babysitting? I thought
she was going to be a hooker?
Yeah, that's where I thought it was going.
I was curious if that would go around that corner, but
I mean, it didn't. The movie had a lot of that, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Like where it kind of just kept you guessing. Like it was so. The movie was just a little too indecisive. It felt like. Like it was going, oh, we'll take it this way, and then I don't know.
Usually, I think that's a good thing.
Well,
Yeah, I like to be kept guessing when I'm watching a movie. You know?
not when there's like.
But sometimes it did do that just for, I don't know, for the sake of just doing something different, you know?
That's true. Like when the French guy turned out to be a.
Yeah, like, I don't know if that didn't seem to add anything to the movie.
It was just kind of just for the sake of turning it on its head.
yeah,
So that she could run back into the asshole's arms after she got arrested.
So
Yeah.
dumb. She's a dumb idiot. Girls don't be like her.
Guys, don't be like that.
yeah.
Well, like guys should know better.
Guys be like Dirk, the produce manager.
Like, yeah, he
He's
doesn't take
fucking-
any shit.
Remember
He was awesome.
Remember he was like just launching that old lady's groceries into her trunk.
Yeah.
He had so many like good things in his performance. Will Sasson's the best thing in this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I kept looking for some, like I'm sure Sookin Lee is very tired of hearing Chester Brown's name and like reviews of her movie.
Right.
But I kept looking for like a movie poster or some of his artwork in the background. I never saw any.
Yeah,
You didn't see any, did you?
No.
Maybe that whole prostitution scene was her homage to
Oh.
him.
Well, it was funny because she did talk about like the wiener girl from the grocery. She gave that speech about the troubadours and you know how romance writing was formerly written for God. Like that was all talked about in depth in the back of Paying for It. So that whole scene was like, you know, everything she said was mirrored out of that book.
Maybe
I'm
one
not
of them
saying.
lifted it from the other.
I'd
Maybe
imagine
it
it's just something they talked about a lot, probably.
Yeah, you'd imagine. That's kind of a heavy. They seem like they would. I don't know.
They're both pretentious art makers.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love them both. I think they're great. I actually did meet Sookin Lee at TCAF. I got the movie poster for Year of Carnivore from her in person. She was
Cool.
She was hanging some up outside at the library, and I walked up and I was like, "Are you guys selling those?" And she turned around.
She's like, "Not my ass, sir." For the last time.
She was like, "No, but you can have one if you want." And I was like, "Awesome!" And then I recognized her, and I was like, "Oh wow!" I was like, "Hey, I got your album. It's really eclectic and strange."
And she was like, "Get away."
Yeah. Yeah. I neglected to mention that I didn't like it. I just, you know.
You said everything, but she knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, "This guy's too honest for his own good."
Yeah. She's like, just go away before you embarrass both of us.
So did you get the movie poster that Chester Brown drew?
Yeah.
So you pretty much just got it for the arts, and not because of the movie.
Well, I mean, until the moment she was hanging the poster up, I'd never heard of it.
Right.
So I just saw the artwork and I was like, wow. And like, I had no idea. I thought maybe he was involved deeper than just, you know, the guy that did one of the movie posters.
Right.
So I was really excited, but yeah. It was cool though. It was cool.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun movie. I thought it was like along the lines of like The Slums of Beverly Hills or one of those like other awkward,
Indie
quirky
home movies.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like quirky coming of age, you know, lady movies. I don't know. With a few unlikable characters, but there's like a dozen pretty distinct characters in this movie, which I
Yeah.
thought was pretty impressive. Like, you know, there's some strange and good characters.
Well, like about the remember that I felt like this was kind of like it made me think of like just a weird, like they were just trying to be weird for weird's sake, which is cool. Like with the old man and the beans and like dropping the cans of beans and like he had the steak under his hat.
Yeah.
I thought this was like, I don't know. I was confused by that.
It was just visually unique, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like-
it's the kind of thing that really sticks with you. Like, well, what was the meaning in all that? I understood he was stealing the steak.
Yeah,
Right.
it was just a setup that she was the security
Yeah.
for this grocery store, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist.
No.
Even in Canada, I don't think that's a thing that exists.
I know that, like, department stores, like, at Meijer, they have a whole
Well, yeah,
department
they
of
have
people.
security guards and guys who watch monitors, but I don't think they have detectives roaming around.
They actually do. I
they?
swear, I
Asset
swear to
protection
you.
people.
Because, yeah, I've known people work at Meijer, and they're like, see that guy over there? Like, when I'm in there, like, he's security, and, like, the same guy's always there, and he's, like, just holding, like, something in his hand, but he's staring at not the thing in his hand, but he's holding it up to his face. And they're called Department 10 at Meijer. Because if you ever hear, like, Department 10, it's, like, plainclothes security. That they're just paid to watch people. Like, they, like, kind of peer around things and follow you around.
Sneakies.
So basically, if I go to Meijer, I look for the creepy person
Yeah,
staring at people,
right.
and I can just point him out as
They're
security.
pretty obvious. Yeah, because the same guy was there every time I went. We used to go, like, twice a week because they had video rentals, 3 for $1. And every time we'd go, the same, like, balding guy with a mustache would be standing there, like, you know, like, looking, holding something in front of his face but not looking at it. And yeah, we found out he was actually the security guy.
That's fucked up.
I've never seen anyone like that at a Meijer. I've seen the creepy old woman who followed me around wanting to tell me all about the brand new electronic stuff that they got in.
But she was obviously employed there.
Yeah,
She was in
yeah,
the
she
uniform.
was wearing the,
She was like, so I'm allowed to be a weirdo.
fine, I take back my my snap judgment and call it bullshit.
It seems like a smaller.
Fuck you.
It seems like a smaller grocery store probably wouldn't have one though.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think like.
Nah, mom and pop shop. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
No. We could hire one of you guys to do that at Mavericks. 'Cause we
You know,
get a
I
lot
tried
of
to get a
Magic
job at
customers.
Mavericks so many times.
Really?
I just stopped at a certain point.
When, like, how old were you though?
I don't know. Dude, I've only been... I think I was like a 9-year-old trying to get a job.
Well, that's when I got my job when I was 9.
that's true.
That's your problem. You started too late.
Were you ever unemployed at any time that Jack came up to you and said, "Hey, how's it going?"
no.
And then you have to say, "Well, I just lost my job," and then he'd give you a job.
Oh.
That's how it works. Yeah.
That's how I got mine.
Yeah.
Wow. No, that sadly never happened. But I'm not. I don't know. I was there so much though, at that place. It seemed like at one point I was like,
Maybe I
think
do
was
work here.
Maybe I was. Yeah, I seriously was like going through stuff, and I was like kind of like I was just standing waiting for Jason to like start paying attention to me or
Aw.
something, or like. And
That's
so
how
I
I
just
feel
started.
every week I go in.
started like facing stuff on the book counter. Like I just started facing as like. You know,
Oh yeah.
making it look straight and stuff, and I was like,
That's what I do.
do I work here? I don't get paid.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Every week I go in, I'm waiting for Jason to say hi. And while he's spending 45 minutes helping one guy pick a magic card,
Yeah.
I start like straightening books, putting them back where they're supposed to be.
That's the only way things get done there.
The customers,
Yeah.
customers do it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny that you do that. I do.
I've never done that.
I did a game swap too.
I've worked there for almost 20 years. I've never done that.
You what?
I do that at Game Swap too.
Oh yeah.
I'll start going through their shelves. I'll put in videos and video games in
Oh,
alphabetical order, straighten things up. Today I went in. I had found a stack of paper that Brassfield had to throw away. And just gave it to him. I said, "Here, throw this out."
It's good to have.
It's good to have help.
Yeah.
Jason's like, don't mind them. They're the help. They never buy anything. He'll buy a fucking alternative book every now and then.
Yeah.
But he just comes in here to
Whenever-
breathe my air.
Whenever once a year Chris Ware publishes something,
Yeah,
Paddle's
I
thinking.
come in, I'll rip open the shrink wrap and flip through it real fast. Before anybody notices.
Is that you that does that?
I'm the asshole. It's me. Fuck, man. I wanted to fuck her though, Sam. She was hot.
She was cute, super cute. And we did eventually get to see her naked. That was awesome.
That ruled. She had nice tits.
Excuse me.
I was pretty much assuming that this whole movie was going to go by without ever seeing her naked, and that would have been a giant piece of shit.
Well, it was.
Well, it's about sex. That was
Yeah,
kind of a
exactly.
piece of shit,
But
yeah.
but it was kind of cool the way they did it too, because when you do see her completely naked, it's like this very like kind of like, not only is it her character actually, kind of spreading its wings, but it's like tastefully done and like kind of poetic and beautiful too.
Well, the very first time we see her naked, it's like a super vulnerable, like she's broken and just ready to give up on everything.
Oh, you're talking about before she gets in the shower or something? Yeah. I meant when she's like, it's like a big scene.
She does that like a second after that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, it's just like way before. Like, no. It was like a scene before. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And when we saw, same with the Will Sasso completely nude scene. I mean, he's like broken and vulnerable, but he spreads his wings and,
Everybody gets to see his sweet gash.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize that he had been a lady.
Wilhelmina Sasso, right?
Oh. Yeah, Wilma. I thought it was Wilma. Oh,
God.
Boy. So, is this movie... It's never been in theaters, other than, like, smaller... I know they were having it in Toronto. She was like, oh, there's going to be in a theater next week. And I was like, I won't be here. I'll be in a different country. But I wonder if it was... That's a squeaky chair you got there, Pat. I wondered if it was like something that was only released in like a couple theaters in Toronto and then straight to DVD.
I don't know. I mean, it took forever for it to be on Netflix.
Yeah,
like, literally, it was this month that it came out on Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah, because I think that was like summer of 2010 when it was in the theaters.
Oh, shit.
Like the sleeve that it came in for the Netflix is 2009. So.
Oh, wow.
So it's been out a while somewhere.
Sorry, this has to do with the. So, what's the deal with Netflix now? It's gonna start charging way more, aren't they?
What they've done is that they've split their services into you can get the discs only, or you can get streaming only, or you can get both.
Oh, and then that's the more expensive.
Right.
Okay. Because I got streaming, and I thought that it was gonna just jump.
No, it's still going to be like $8 a month if you're doing only streaming.
Yeah. Because that's all I ever really. Because I don't. Yeah. I was worried.
Yeah. I don't use streaming at all, so I got rid of it, and my bill dropped like $4.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, everyone out there who's worried about Netflix, go fuck yourselves, because you're wrong.
God, worry about something important. Go talk to your mom.
God damn it! Yes.
When was the last time you talked to her?
Your sleeping pill taking mom and her Kevin McDonald beating dad.
Yeah. He was awesome. Not beating.
God, every time he opened his mouth.
I want to clarify. Eric doesn't mean like he beats people.
No,
he's been beaten down
yes,
by life.
That is what I mean. Yes.
By life or his wife.
Yeah, and also probably just by being Kevin McDonald.
Yeah,
he has not aged well.
He is old.
Well, Kids in the Hall was what 30 years ago.
Still, like
30 years ago, really?
It's 80s, right?
I mean, Dave Foley has gone gray and he's gotten a little fatter, but he still looks like Dave Foley.
Yeah.
Kevin McDonald looks like
Kevin McDonald's grandma.
Yeah.
And he's still funny. He still has it.
Oh yeah.
He has his delivery and everything. Yeah, I didn't realize he was in that movie.
Neither did I.
Yeah, he's great.
Pretty much. I mean, I only rented this movie because I knew you wanted to see it at some point, and just so happened to fall in the same time where Pat was going to be in town. So
yeah.
I mean, I pretty much had no idea what this movie was going to be about, other than I wasn't necessarily looking forward to it.
I expected it to be a pretentious, artsy, just... Like, I thought there'd be a little bit of comedy, but I thought it would be horrible. I really did. I didn't expect anything out of it at all.
Right. I expected Goliath levels of entertainment.
Yeah. I was like, well, at least we can talk about Pat's adventures in New York after 2 minutes of, like, hated it,
Hated it. Oh, well.
But no, that was good. I was impressed.
Yeah, it's an okay movie.
Word.
Yeah.
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
Alright.
Not much else to say about it.
Alright. Well, let's take a break then.
Cool.
We'll be back with more Pat Kane.
Yeah.
I time, wondering if you'll come by to visit me. 10 years have passed since you walked out of my life, but late last night in the pharmacy, you were in the line in front of me, and I ran away to hide. Knock loud, I'm home. I wrote in black felt pen. They took that sign and taped it to the door. If you come in to see how I've been, make sure the door is closed behind you. Stand above me, like poised to plunge through my heart's attack, kills the worst of me. Said I was sorry, drink to forgive. I wake up alone, knock loud, I'm home.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
Hello.
What up, motherfuckers?
We're here with Pat.
Yes, we are. It's awesome. Pat has had more life experience in the past 6 months than you and I in our entire lives.
That's true. This is true.
Yeah. The rape I could have done without.
It just adds character.
That's what I tell myself every night in my tear stain sheets.
Oh, I thought you were.
Oh, just tears?
Tears have come.
Oh. Oh. Lovely.
That's gonna be the name of my next album,
Tears and
The
Gum.
Housewife. If you guys are aware of my music project, Housewife.
Oh,
Tears and Come. It's the next album.
Are you serious? About the band?
Housewife.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one thing I was gonna say. I forgot to mention about the movie. I did actually really like the band.
Oh, yeah?
No Fun. Like, I would totally listen to that band. They reminded me of like mid-80s, like X or something, you know?
Yeah.
That was okay. I don't like any of the music in this movie.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I was kind of whatever about the ukulele fuck, but...
I thought his band was much better than his solo stuff. I thought Sam was wrong about that.
She was wrong about a lot of things.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's what coming of age is all about.
Yeah.
You realize?
And by the end of the movie, she's still wrong. Even more wrong.
It did sort of have a kind of a bonehead Hollywood ending, didn't it?
Yeah.
Where they're kissing on the bus stop.
For an indie movie, yeah. That was the ending was I think my least favorite part, actually. It's kind of cheesy.
Not really inspired. Didn't really take it into it.
Not that she should have like, you know, died or he should have like murdered.
No, but
somebody.
she should have not kissed him.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
moved on with her life.
Such a douche.
Yeah.
Sorry. Goddamn.
We're boring. We know it.
It's not that you guys are boring. I'm just so tired. I am hungover, to say the least.
Well,
And,
you live a rock star life.
He is a rock star.
I was rocking out last
You're a
night.
famous person now,
Yeah.
and not just because you're on this show.
I thought it was, this is the only reason.
This is the pinnacle of your.
You are raising our spotlight here.
That's right.
I made it.
We are benefiting from you being here.
Dude.
Tell us the story.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
Where
to
did you go?
What happened with your life?
I went to, I had some major life changes. Broke up with the long-term girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Then I kind of had to reevaluate things because I thought life was going to go in one direction. And
Down
then-
like rapper.
Yeah, pretty much. That's when marrying that girl would have
Oh.
been a mistake. So, I I was sitting in video class and I was like, all right, I have about $25,000 of art school debt. Either I'm going to commit suicide or I'm going to go do something cool. So I was either going to work.
So you committed suicide.
So I'm in hell right now. This is Risk Cutters, right?
Right.
That's what Dayton makes me think of. It makes me think of like the Risk Cutters world. Everything's kind of gray. Everybody's got like
the shitty jobs.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew cans everywhere.
And Nikes. Beat up white Nikes.
Ah, Dayton.
Or was I? Okay.
Suicide.
Suicide. So I was like, that's not really an option. I don't want to do that to friends
It's
and
lame.
family. It's
Suicide's lame. If you've committed suicide, I think you're kind of lame.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, guys. So I went online and I saw that Super Jail, it's a TV show on Adult Swim, and I am a big fan of it. And I saw it was on for a second season, and the second season's a lot better because they changed studios from Ogden Blick to this company called Titmouse. And Titmouse rules. They do. I'm not just saying that. So I sent an email to Christy Caracas. He's the creator of that show. And I didn't think I was going to get a response back, but 10 minutes later the dude emailed me. He was like, these are the people you need to talk to about getting an internship, and thanks for liking the show. And I was like, fuck yeah, that rules. So I emailed the production manager at Titmouse. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to. I think I'd say his name, PD. He's on the credits. Everybody would know him.
Okay.
Because I signed a non-disclosure agreement,
Right.
kind of in regards to some stuff.
Nobody listens to this show anyway.
All right,
Well, there's
good.
that, and I'm sure there's probably more about projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's PD's the he's the raddest dude ever.
I don't think he's going to be upset that you've just called him the raddest dude ever either.
He's
so.
cool. He's a cool dude. I went and met with him, and they, I guess, liked my stuff and wanted me to come on board. And so I worked on Super Jail. Bottom line, when school was over, I went to New York and worked on Super Jail for about a week or whatever, and then I started working on a couple other shows, and it was pretty sweet.
So what do you physically do? Do you do designs? Do you do animation? What's your...
I did. It was all cleanup kind of. So inks and colors.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do a little bit of animation, and then I was kind of like, when there was downtime, I did my own stuff. So, and there was a lot of that because there was a lot of weird in between work, where there was nothing going on, and I had nothing to do. I didn't know anybody in New York, so it was either going to Titmouse and draw, or stay in my shitty apartment in Brooklyn. So I would go to Titmouse and just draw, and they were cool with that, and I could enjoy the AC and free coffee and shit.
That's cool.
And work on cartoons. So that's the bulk of my summer. I mean, it was pretty uninteresting, but like the nuts and bolts of it. But the stuff I did, it's pretty cool.
So is this a gig now?
Yeah, this is a gig when
When you're out of class.
You're done with school, yeah.
So you're in the door there.
yeah.
That's awesome.
That's super awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, I highly suggest everybody keep watching Titmouse shows.
So that you can continue to have a job.
I thought you were going with a different. I thought you were going to say everyone keep following your dreams and try, but you're everyone keep sending me money. Just stay here in Dayton and drink your Mountain Dew.
Now, what if I support Titmouse shows that have nothing to do with you? Because honestly, I hate Super Jail.
Oh. Well, a lot of people don't like Super Jail, but if you, Titmouse is just an awesome company. So if you like one thing and not another, chances are you like something. If you like cartoons, then you like something that Titmouse has done. Because
I love Metalocalypse. That's a Titmouse show.
that is the Titmouse show. That's
Yeah.
Chris P's show. He's the shit.
I've only seen maybe 3 episodes of Super Jill, but I did love them, and because they remind me more of Gwar comic books than anything else I've ever read.
Yeah, that's
or
kind of the...
or Itchy and Scratchy meets Gwar or something.
Yeah, it's just kind of taking the I understand it's because it's not my show, so I can't know the whole story behind it, but
you're a fan.
I am a fan, and I look at the gamut of the programming on TV, and there's nothing like Super Jail. And Super Jail's a show that looks like it was created by a bunch of people who are I'm not seeing this I want to see just a bunch of fucked up cartoon violence. And what's a better excuse? And who can you see really kill each other but prison inmates? Like, who would, really take offense to a bunch of gangs, like, fighting each other and killing each other?
Right.
So you get to see a bunch of rad cartoon violence. It looks cool. It's
Sometimes there's pirate ships in the air.
Yeah, it's like Willy Wonka. I think Christie described it as, like, Willy Wonka if he owned a jail instead of a chocolate factory. Like, that's pretty much the premise of the show.
It kind of reminds me, too, of a lot of, like, if you would, be bored in math class in, like, 4th grade, and you'd kind of look over at everyone's notebooks, it's just, like, this insane, like, id-release violence of, like, them not wanting to be in church or school, wherever they're at, and it's just, like, people running
just
around.
the weird, nerdy kids.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and the page would be full of, because they would
the
draw.
normal kids, they don't do that.
No. Well, I always did that. And I turned on.
You're the weird, nerdy kid.
But, like, you'd fill up the page because you'd draw something, then you'd draw something else up the side and something else at the bottom. And that show kind of encapsulates that, I think, because there's always, like, tons of things going on. It's like,
Yeah.
I think it's a unique looking show, and I like the style of it. It does remind me of, like, weird indie comics and like Mike Diana and Johnny
like
Ryan.
Yeah, totally. So that's like the kind of thing it's going for.
Right. I just find it funny.
It's kind of like it's a weird. It's kind of like I can imagine if you only digested like Super Jail and Tim and Eric and all that really kind of idiotic stuff, you'd be worse off for it. But in small doses, I think that kind of stuff is good because it's
healthy because it clears your mind. You're just like,
I don't know. I know because I can't speak from somebody like if I couldn't draw and I was just looking for a cartoon with not that you can't draw, Eric, but you know what I mean. If I was just looking for a cartoon that was just like I don't know, I like it because I'm like I want to draw that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like
oh yeah, I mean like I've seen this show, like way before you had like emailed them or whatever. I saw an episode, and the first thing I thought of when I saw the episode was like, wow, this looks like Pat's art animated. Like
I saw that, too. Pat's a little better than that.
it's a cool show, man.
Yeah. I look forward to you developing your own show at some point.
That would be great.
I'm working on it. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
You put in your time there, you'll get it.
Could you make it like a Ren and Stimpy thing, but it's like Jason in there,
It's actually
as long as we have hamburger heads.
Yeah. Oh man.
Can mine be a veggie burger?
You have no idea how close you are. That would be an awesome cameo. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm working on. It's based off the strip I did called Pussy Jackson and the Lightning Queef. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's kind of the title's kind of forgettable, but yeah, I do remember that.
Remember that strip? Yeah. It's about those two characters and the two hamburger dudes. Kind of like I don't know. I'm working on it right now. I got like a couple scenes done, but I'm gonna pitch it and see where it goes. But
that's cool.
Yeah. I think I said, and I was thinking about where I want to kind of go with stuff, and do I want to go more comics or more cartoons? Like
you like animation, right?
Yeah, animations I think right a minute. I'm not gonna stop doing comics, but I just I find it more enjoyable to draw a cartoon than a comic.
Because it's moving and
it's
like
moving.
It's got its own reality.
It doesn't require like a whole lot. It requires somehow even less money.
Really?
I mean,
I guess printing.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm talking about like printing costs.
Right.
If you want to get a decent print run for anything, it's expensive. But like if you invest in, or like me, you just figure out how to draw like on a Wacom or a Cintiq. Like you can just find those and work on them, and if you really want to do something, then just do it.
Yeah. Just like Nike said.
Just do it. Oh my god. Tell you what. Fucking Nikes and Mountain Dew. You said that one time to me and I was like, that'd be a rad bumper sticker for Dayton.
Oh, it's just like a broken down swoosh with like a Mountain Dew can under it.
Crushed underneath it. Oh man. So yeah. No, New York was really fun. I didn't really get to enjoy the city that much though.
Well, yeah,
I was busy so much, so I didn't really get a chance to.
Were you busy, like you said, just because you didn't know anyone there, or were you just genuinely...
I really threw myself into, like, the job, and I really, like, considered it, like, I looked at it as seriously as I could. So I was like, well, do I want to go to Williamsburg and get trashed, or should I maybe stay in and, like, work? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean,
not that I didn't go out and enjoy the city.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It is expensive. It's like so easy to have like a full paycheck and then just go out and like spend it
Waste
all.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. That happened. Not the whole paycheck, but.
Did you bump into any either comic book heroes or anybody, Stan Lee walking around New York City? I don't know. Woody Allen. No, Woody
I saw
Allen.
a bunch of Turn Off the Dark, like advertisements everywhere. That was the closest thing I saw to like a superhero.
So you didn't actually go to see the musical?
I went and looked up ticket prices, and it was so expensive. It was like $200 for a seat.
Jesus Christ! Oh, they have to make up the $70 million budget.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's ridiculous. It's such a dumb idea. A Spider-Man musical. It sounds cool. It's a cool idea. That's it.
No.
I don't know.
I'm pretty anti-musical though. So,
Well, yeah. You're kind of.
Yeah, so fuck all that shit.
But I didn't see. I didn't meet anybody all that famous. Actually, my last day there, I was walking down Broadway, and my sister came to visit, and I saw. I don't know my sister would not. It's some actress in a big movie, but she made like really intense eye contact with me, and I was like, "Was that?" I fucking can't remember the movie, but like her face jogged my memory, and my sister was like, "Oh yeah, she's in this movie."
Huh.
So that's like the only thing that ever happened like that.
Did you do any touristy shit?
No.
Did you go to the Eiffel Tower or anything?
No.
The
For good reason too.
Big Ben, Parliament.
Yeah. The B-Funk kind of stuff.
Grand Canyon
sweet.
was awesome. Yeah, the Grand Canyon was great.
Mount Rushmore.
It took
Yeah. All those Big Apple attractions.
I mean, they're just right around the block from you in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, well, you hop on the train.
Pretty much. I went to Coney Island, which was pretty rad, and I saw the freak show there. It was cool. Got to see like a fire breather,
Sweet.
a midget like putting spikes in his head and like swinging them, like swinging big heavy weights around. That was cool.
Off the spikes?
Yeah, he had like spikes like put into his ear, like he had gauges, and he put something like that locked it in place, like a spike that threaded through, and then he just spun around with like these big shot put balls on his head. And,
Wow.
it was weird. He called himself the Illustrated Penguin because he was like kind of stumpy, but he was covered in tattoos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Should have
Coney
made
Island.
friends with that guy.
There's a lot of interesting people walking around. I saw a guy jerking off, which is weird. I was on the train. I was on the 7 going to, it was like the 7 to Grand Central, and it was like the middle of the day, and this homeless, like old punk rock dude covered in like really shitty tattoos is like, smelled so bad. He was like, smelled like not sweat, but like fucking shit, like just feces and stuff.
Like duck crap and stuff like that
Yeah.
by the pond.
Like bad.
Oh.
Like just bad.
Why don't they get rid of the homeless?
Yeah, why don't we cleanse it? But anyway, he got up,
You should have just straight up murdered the dude.
and he was like, he was half asleep, and he just fucking sticks his hand down his pants and starts like beating it like in front of everybody. It was fucked up.
And you're like, do you have any idea who I am?
Yeah,
I work for Titmouse, bitch.
yeah. You better point that at me, so I can get a good shot
Oh, man.
in my face.
Whoa.
Is that a no-go?
That's colorful. That's colorful.
He was white though.
Oh, well, I mean, your story.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Very colorful New York tales. From Pat.
So, yeah, is this a comic for you at some point? Your adventures in New York?
Totally should be.
No, maybe. I think
You could fictionalize
I
it.
could make. Yeah, I'd have to fictionalize it. It was kind of boring. I mean, most of the comic would be just me sitting there drawing.
Oh, that's what half of autobiographical comics are.
I just draw what you know.
Yeah. When you stare at a wall all day, just draw that.
It was cool. It was like a nice break from this is my reality. It was a nice break. I was sleeping on the floor, which sucked.
Do you have your own place?
I did, but I was living with an ex-girlfriend, and she hooked me up. So I was like, you know, I'm indebted to her, kind of for helping me out.
Twice.
What?
Because the ex, whatever.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, she
So the sexual tension was high.
no, it wasn't, dude. She was a trip. She's a space cadet. Let me just say that. Anyway, she helped me out, and I was like, kind of just making do with the sleeping situation, but like my air mattress deflated, so it was like, ended up sleeping on like couch cushions and shit. We didn't have the thing wasn't there. It was gone. Well, like the
Did it
dude
get stolen?
It was actually not anybody's to begin with. The guy who rented there before me took like only certain things of his. It was like this guy came over from France to become a DJ.
Wow.
And he was like
Dreams.
Yeah, that's where people go to fucking relieve themselves of their dreams.
I would have stayed in France and just, sold hot dogs or something.
No.
Sounds much better.
don't
I guess
know.
wherever you live, if that's where you're from, it's shitty.
Yeah.
Even France.
Even Dayton. Yeah, even Dayton. That's crazy.
I did come back, so yeah, there was a bit of that.
What about you had a run-in with a thief? What was the deal there?
Fucking Columbus PD, you suck.
Oh, this was in Columbus, that's right.
Yeah, this is Columbus. New York was awesome. Nobody fucked with me at all.
You're a big, intimidating dude.
I'm not that big. I mean, people were.
He's like, sure, I'm big. I'm not that big.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go into it. It's like they're.
It's like, how about that? How
about that fascinating, interesting story? Tell us about that.
Yeah, how about that?
I don't wanna.
Well, no, I don't want to trudge up some old memories. Like, did you have any family members that have ever died? You want to talk about that?
Let's talk about that instead. I had a bunch of my shit stolen by some fucking gluehead fine arts student, and I got it back because I filed the police report and followed up with it. And the fat ass cop, who is in charge of my case, passed it off to somebody else, and it's sitting on somebody's desk somewhere. And my mom had to buy back her shit from my shit from the pawn shop, so I owe her money until this thief can pay her back. So it's just a big shit fest, and our legal system's fucked, and people are fucked and are shitty. So fuck it all. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Wow, maybe that suicide would have been a better option a while back.
That sounds so negative right now. I don't want to talk about that, man.
Oh, I'm sorry to bring it up.
He's a dick. If I ever see fucking Brian Banks, that's the dude's name. If I ever see Brian Banks,
isn't he a superhero?
Yeah, he sounds like Stanley alliteration. He's fucked. I'm gonna jack him up.
You can use some of your titmouse money to pay a hitman to kill him.
Yeah, it's my big ass titmouse money. You make a lot of money as a fucking cleanup artist, sir. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
No. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. You've overcome your obstacles.
No, I got to work on some really cool shit. And for a really cool company, so...
Like, speaking of cool shit you're working on for a cool company, you're, pretty soon you're gonna be doing a short story in Bioware Comics. Veggie Dog Saturn special.
Oh, I did that already.
Yeah, well,
but
it's not out yet.
Yeah. Well...
You were actually the first one to finish, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everybody else is still working.
Yeah, that comic was in the book.
Some of us haven't started.
Oh, really? I finished that like the day of, pretty much.
Yeah.
You sent me the story, and I kind of had like a pretty standard. You write so much dialogue, dude. I don't know. I can't fucking write that much dialogue. It's like I had to find a way to. I couldn't think of how to do it. So I just was like, I'll just draw Eric's or Jason's face.
Oh, that was Eric. Now it all makes more sense.
It does look like Eric's face a little bit. It's like got a really huge beard and stuff, but.
No, I liked the way you drew my beard.
It was a big, bushy, puffy beard.
It looked like clouds.
Yeah, that's like my thing.
You do have kind of a cloudy beard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
Kind of a...
I'll take it.
Sky-like beard.
Oh. Like a stormy night? Or like a twilight? No.
This is fucked. Ugh. I hope I didn't say anything that's gonna get me fired. You don't think I did?
I don't think so.
No.
We edited out the part where you talked about where you embezzled all the money. So.
Okay, good. We're good.
Pro Tools.
And again, still, nobody listens.
Yeah.
Brian John Mitchell listens, and I don't think he has the energy to report anything.
He's too busy doing all the other shit that he does. That man is... He is the...
He's busy.
Yeah.
I mean...
He's the Brian John Mitchell of comics. That's who he is. Two names can't contain that man.
No.
I remember getting that. I saw one really hilarious picture of Brian John Mitchell and myself. He's like, his eyes were rolling back in his head, and I'm like licking his face.
Oh.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I took that picture.
Brian, you remember that? Is this freaking you out, dude? I'm gonna kiss your ears.
Oh.
It's for you, Brian.
It's awesome.
You know he's freaking out right now.
It's probably digging it.
Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably whacking off.
I can barely contain myself right now.
I know.
You're not even talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a homeless guy on a subway right now.
You
So
are.
funny.
You're almost that sexy.
You need more dreads.
I don't want to go back to real life. He did have dreads.
Of course you did.
How did Louis C.K. describe them? Just filth
Clumps of
Neglect.
human neglect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's too bad.
What happened to him? America happened to him. Louis C.K. talking about homeless people. It's hilarious.
So, you're only visiting Dayton right now.
Yeah, I'm only visiting. I can't. I'd like to. I don't know, man. It's all fucked. I wish I could stay way longer because it's super easy to live here. Like staying with my parents. Like my mom cleans the house and.
That's awesome.
It's
That's where I'm at right now.
I woke up last night in a really panicked sweat because I was like, I've been so nomadic lately. I've been sleeping in all kinds of different places. And I woke up in my own bed that I grew up in, like as a child, and I thought I was like rejuvenating or something like that.
Wow.
So I was like, oh fuck!
It was like big or something
I was
in
like,
reverse.
what happened? I jumped and looked in the mirror and thought I'd see like a little 12-year-old.
Oh,
But
that's creepy.
that didn't happen.
That's good.
Yeah, man. So art school's starting again. I love art school.
In Columbus?
Yeah.
CCAD.
CCAD. CCAD, yeah. CCAD. Is that what they called it back in the day?
Back in the day, that's what I was.
SAA and CCAD?
Yep.
Fuck that.
Yeah. That's what my ex always called it. She went there for a semester.
Oh, she did? What was her major?
I have no idea.
Illustration, probably.
Probably.
Guarantee it.
Yeah.
That's what everybody
No, I
does.
think she actually animation.
Oh,
I think she
right,
wanted to go into
okay.
animation. Yeah.
Cool. If shit doesn't work out with Tim Mouse, I'm going to try to get a job at CCAD.
Yeah.
Teaching
Being like
animation?
yeah.
Well,
Teaching animation, like experimental animation or something like that.
That's cool.
Being a teacher. God, that's like what you do if you fail, though. Become a teacher, right?
No.
That's what people say.
Somebody has to teach.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody would ever learn anything.
But those people just aren't as good as the thing that they teach, right?
Well, people say that, but I think
But Gary Painter's a teacher, and he's not really that
James
good
Sturms is a teacher.
All right. Well, prove me wrong still.
Oh.
I just pulled a Sammy Harkin, brah.
Art Spiegelman's a teacher.
Again, I'm still waiting, dude.
Ivan Brunetti's a teacher.
Okay, all right, you win.
Walt Simonson's a teacher. Steve
Oh, fuck me.
Joe
You know, I
Kubert.
forgot-
Steve Bissett's a
Okay,
teacher.
okay.
Steve Bissett, yeah.
Ben Catcher is a teacher. I am wrong.
What's his name? Nick Bertazzi. He's a teacher.
Okay.
Kubert has a whole fucking school.
I took a Kubert course. In,
The orange
when I
guy
was
with
a
the nose.
Yep.
kid.
Joe Kubert.
He's sitting there.
The orange guy with the nose. Joe Kubert.
He teaches you how to bounce from square to square
Oh, yeah.
and avoid the
Oh, he
rattlesnake.
changes the colors on those plates as
Yeah.
he jumps.
That's
Yeah.
like his thing.
Joe Kubert. That and Tor. Yeah.
That is one of the most highly recommended accredited schools ever. How else are you going to learn how to avoid rattlesnakes?
Yeah, those coiling bastards. Pat's texting
I'm getting texts
Woody
from
Allen.
I'm getting
That's
texts
Woody
from
Allen.
everybody.
Woody Allen's like, "Hey, buddy, come over."
Hey, buddy, I got this.
We're ordering
I got this
Chinese.
script, and I want you
He's
to
not
take
talking
a look
about
at
food.
It. Oh, fuck you. Whatever. I hate everybody. I just want to be left alone.
Oh man,
All right, get the fuck out.
yeah.
Not by you guys. I'm just talking about the world.
Life.
Yeah.
It's hard being a star.
Yeah.
Stop that shit, man.
I'm just kidding.
So not a star.
No, I think I do believe in some Pat Kane. Like if I can get serious for a second, I think you're going places, buddy.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Thanks, dudes.
I think you're going to be the most high-profile friend that we ever had. And I say had because you'll forget about us as soon as it happens.
If we can, I'm serious. We're going on like almost annual gutter trash, so why not?
Yeah.
So even when you're big,
Yeah.
As long
You
as
got
gutter
your own
trash
show.
is still around.
we probably won't. It's maybe the last year.
Oh man, gutter trash.
This could be the last show, even.
No. I did listen to that room episode. I just like sound like I sound like I have downs, man. I'm like,
Really?
I'm listening to myself laugh.
I sound like
Because that's like most of the episode is just us laughing
yeah.
and looking at each other, being like, "What the?" Like just like can't understand what we just watched.
That was
See, we're a
amazing.
year later. We're still talking about the room on gutter trash.
Fucking amazing, huh?
It was amazing.
It was something.
Yeah. No,
All
this is a good. We're good, right?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. This was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it had its points that I obviously was like kind of not big on, but
Yeah, I'm with you.
I
Yeah.
was down with it.
I'd recommend it. People like that sort of thing. Coming of age
Yeah, I
comedy.
think it's for a very specific audience. Yeah, but
It's good date movies for
Yeah.
the teenagers.
I am not that specific audience, but even I thought it was okay.
Cool, man. I'm down.
All right. Well, Pat, thank you for traveling all this way
No problem.
to be on the show again.
It was good.
Glad you
Yeah.
can make it.
It's good. Always good to do gutter trash. If you guys want me to come back, just let me know. Like, if you guys think there'd be something fun for me, I like doing this, so
Yeah, I mean,
if you guys want me to come back anytime.
anytime.
Anytime. As long as I have a car. I'm not going to have a car for like 2 weeks,
All right.
but,
Well, we probably want to ask you back before then.
okay. So, just let me know, and I'll
Yeah.
work something out.
Definitely.
We'll try to have you on before a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a Christmas episode.
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving,
As long
Halloween,
as,
every day. One
as
of
long
those.
as we don't have to watch a shitty fucking Christmas thing like we did last year.
Did you guys do that?
We
watched the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars holiday special.
The holiday
Man,
special
where
is
fucking Princess Leia's like fucking Carrie Fisher's stoned as fuck, delivering her lines with like eyes going in different directions. Mark Hamill's kind of phoning it in.
B. Arthur's singing songs and like Jefferson Starship's playing. It's bizarre and
Yeah.
horrid.
It is the
awful.
worst thing
Yeah.
ever. George
All right.
Lucas is quoted as saying that he would destroy every copy if he could find it.
He deservedly so. Deservedly so.
Yeah, if anybody had the money to put out that sort of effort, it seems like he
Seems, yeah.
like he could. It could be like a, I don't know.
I'm sorry that I was able to find a copy.
Me too. It's on YouTube or Google
Yeah.
Video.
Oh, we already watched it. So we're done.
We're done talking about it. Fucking little Chewbacca. What's his name?
Little Chewbacca. There's old Chewbacca. Oh yeah, there was a little
Old
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Yeah, he's a fucking Ewok almost.
It was terrible. It was so terrible.
It's goddamn awful. Goddamn awful.
All right then.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna
When is this going on air? I guess you can tell me
like
later.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and pick my book, and we can all get out of here.
Oh,
Cool.
We are going to read The Haunt of Horror by Richard Corbin.
ooh, sweet.
The adaptations of Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft stories.
That's exciting.
All right.
Sounds
Very exciting.
All right.
Awesome.
cool.
Thanks for being on.
Thank you, Pat.
Thanks for having me.
Handshaking's
Sweet.
going on.
Handshaking. Yeah,
There we
shake each
go.
other's hands. Now it's whack off. Let's whack off. Yeah! Get some. Get it.
All right, then.
Good night, Dayton, Ohio!
You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook. or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.